You've been doing this for such a long time, interviewing
57 years.
57 years.
Yeah.
So no one more than you would know the art of interviewing. What was your secret, and what is your secret all this time?
Well, it was no. I left myself out of it. I didn't use the word I. I asked short questions, listen to the answer. Listening is as important as what you ask, because you have to follow up. You've got to listen, and you follow up with good questions. And I always try to stay on top of things. I try to put guests at ease. And then I think it's intrinsic. I was naturally curious. You have to be, I was insanely curious. I still am.
Yeah.
You don't want to sit next to me on a plane. I'm just, what do you do? Why do you want to do it? Why do you want? I'm a why person.
Right.
When I was a kid, like we'd go to Dodger games at Ebbets Field, other kids would want autographs. I never wanted autographs. I wanted to ask questions of the players. They'd come out of the locker room, go into their cars. I'd run along. You know, why did they bunt in the third inning? Why did they do this? I'm a why person. Are you a why person?
Yeah, I guess I'm a pretty curious person. I think where we differ is you say you like to keep yourself completely out of the
I don't
interview.
use the word I.
I disagree. I like to get myself in there a little bit. I like eventually if I'm talking to a beautiful woman, I want at the end of the conversation for the beautiful woman to be talking about me. That's what I want. The show's called Conan. Let's deal with it, ladies.
Yeah, but my show is still called Larry.
Yeah.
But if the woman is interested, if you show more interest in her without being self-involved.
Yeah, Andy.
I didn't mean to talk. You are.
I know what Larry meant.
They will.
No, I do know what you mean.
You more.
I do know what you mean. You want to put them at
I can't
ease.
stand it when I watch interview shows and in other words, when you turn on an interview show, any interview show, if you see more times the host is on camera, it's a bad show to me.
Right.
The guest should be, because the host comes back the next night. You want the guest to be good.
I've always dreamed on this show that when the guest is answering the question and telling the story, the camera stays on me.
In other words...
Keep going, Larry. Just keep talking.
No, what you have...
Go ahead. Stay right there, camera one. So, Larry, this worked for you over the years, this technique?
I want to give you a tip. When you do this, you never have return guests. But also, the guests then can do...
What did you just do? Did you just give me the finger?
No, I gave you this.
Oh, you gave me that?
Yeah.
I thought you gave me the old...
No,
Andy?
I was giving you the finger.
Oh, Andy gave me the finger.
And also, the basic thing...
Already, I think this is a fascinating show.
The basic thing in an interview
Yes.
is, what do you want? You want to learn something.
Yes.
The best way to learn something is to take a step back and ask good... I'll give you a best example. Once I interviewed a guy, Swami Satchidananda, guy from India. He was he worked with the Beatles. And he was silent for 20 years or something. He was an amazing guy. And he had no uptight. He was never uptight. He was just calm and learned things. All he wanted to do was learn things. I said, okay, Swami. I did it.
What are you, a gangster all of a sudden?
No.
Hey, look here, Swami.
See, Conan, another thing good is to let the person finish the story. Okay. All right. So I said to the Swami, supposing calm Swami. Supposing calm Swami, you go upstairs to your bedroom one day, you open the door, and your wife is in bed with another guy. What would you do, Swami, Mr. Calm? And he said, well, what would you do? You'd get mad and jump, and that's the one way not to learn anything, by getting angry and going crazy. The best way to learn something, when you see that, is to say, why don't the two of you get dressed, come downstairs, I'll make some tea, and we'll talk. And what you will learn is information, which is what you want.
I don't care who that guy is. I don't want him in bed with my wife.
But don't you want to know how it happened, why it happened? That's the way you'll learn.
I want him dead.
So he's dead.
I disagree with the Swami. I'm sorry.
I think it's hard to do that. But
Yes.
if you did that, you shoot him. He's dead, and there's a new host.
Right. Andy slides right over.
Until my wife goes crazy.